Guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for something content for our match review. Southampton picked up another big result in the Premier League as they won 4-3 at Aston Villa. Didn't make it easy for themselves, taking a 4-0 lead and then conceding 3 in the last half hour of the second half. Was nervy at times, but in the end we got the 3 points. We got over the line. Typical Saints, it's never an easy ride. And I hate to moan after a win, but there are certainly some things we need to address. But anyway, before we get into that, do make sure you've hit subscribe if you haven't yet already, with your notifications turned on. Follow us on our socials, and of course this video is kindly sponsored by the guys over at Pitchbook. Make sure you have downloaded their app, link in the description. Right, let's get into it. Now, first half, full of positives. Let's talk about that first. The first goal comes from Yannick Vestergaard's head. What form he's in at the moment, defensively and offensively, meeting Ward-Prowse's decent delivery from a free kick and heading it into the back of the net. Before that, in literally the second or third minute, Saints had a goal disallowed. It looked like a free cone goal, but for whatever reason, VAR deemed it to be offside slightly. As if you look at it, it's a very close call. I'm not exactly too sure what the problem was there, but in the end, we reacted well. We continued to start really positively. We'd had a great couple of minutes up until the goal anyway, and we kept plugging away, got that first goal through Vestergaard, and then we basically did the same, won a free kick. And when you got James Ward-Prowse in your team and get a free kick in a very dangerous area, you do back him to score. And for me, I think that might be his best free kick in a Saints shirt. I mean, it's inch perfect. It's right in the top corner. It was just unbelievable. And 2-0 with, I think at that point it was around the half hour mark, and you're thinking we're cruising here. We could easily go get a third. And then another free kick's given a lot closer to the edge of the box, and you think, oh God, like Ward-Prowse will do very well to get this over the wall, and he does. I mean, it's the exact same. Puts it in the same place, not exactly the top corner, but it'll do. And Saints go into half time with a 3-0 lead for the first time since, ironically, playing Aston Villa a good few years ago now, when they were 5-1 up at half time in that 6-1 win at St Mary's. So again, Saints enjoy playing Aston Villa, but in the second half it died down a little bit. We weren't as dominant. We did get the fourth goal, a fantastic finish from Ings, but I think with Bednarek coming off at half time with a head injury, and Stevens coming on, I just felt like the confidence dropped a little bit. We weren't as focused. We didn't look as confident in our own abilities. And of course, that also coincides with Villa needing to show a reaction and get a goal as soon as possible to keep themselves possibly in the game. And, we were lucky to have Alex McCarthy make some really good saves to keep us in it. And then a good delivery is met by Tyrone Mings, who puts in the back of the net. Half an hour to go. You do think at 4-1, it's going to be okay. And we just need to sort of keep playing our game, sort of keep control of the possession. But we don't do that at all. I think we lost it a little bit. We were on the back foot for most, if not all, of the second half, really. And, we were lucky to have a 4-0 lead before Villa became the dominant side in the game. Otherwise, we could be talking about a draw or, God forbid, a loss in this one. But, yeah, thank God we had McCarthy on form today in the second half in particular, because that's when Villa really turned it on. And they showed, that they're the team that has started very strongly. They're still in a good position in the table with 12 points from 6 games. That's a really good return. I think I saw a stat saying it took Villa about 12 or 13 games to get 12 points last season. So fair play to them. It's been a good start, but they've just had 2 tricky games, obviously today and last week against Leeds. But in the end, I think the other 2 goals are quite soft as well. Diallo comes on, wasn't convinced by him, gives away a penalty, well converted by Watkins, and then Grealish, he has a shot from distance. McCarthy's unsighted and it goes straight in the bottom corner. And you're thinking, God, like, surely not, even though there are like 20 seconds to go. But we did hold on. And in the end, it's a really good result against one of these sides who have been surprise packages in the Premier League so far. And now I think being third in the league, Saints classify themselves as a surprise package as well. I think many fans would have expected Saints to be this high up at the table. I think fans from outside and from within the fan base expected Southampton to be better than last year, of course. But after the first 2 games we had, I didn't see this coming. What we've been doing in the last, 5 games now, it is sensational. I can't remember a better time to be a Saints fan. I think, when Koeman, when we had that really good start, when he came in, that's probably the last time where our form was incredibly good, where we were, in the really high top end of the table, third in the league. I think the last time we were third in the league was back in 2015, early 2015. So I can't believe it. I'm still surprised that we're this high. I'm not surprised that we're a good side. I'm just surprised that we're this good. And of course, Newcastle next up to be honest, you look at that one and you're thinking, that's got to be another win. I really would be disappointed if we didn't win that one. No disrespect to Newcastle, but the form we're in, if you look at the results we've been getting, you know, beating Villa after the great start they've had as well with Everton, beating them last week, getting a point at Chelsea. I think the only wins really that you can say Saints were expected to get victories in was Burnley and West Brom, given where they are in the table at the moment and how they've started their season. So for me, I think we're in great form, and Newcastle definitely has to be a 3-pointer next week. But all in all, I can't complain. The only downside for me, or the major downside from the game, is the fact that we had 3 players come off injured, 3 key players, that is Bertrand, Ings and Benrek, all came off. So I'll obviously have to see in the week how serious their injuries are. I think the Ings one, out of all of them, I've got a bad feeling he might be out for at least a week. I can see him missing Newcastle. Same with Bertrand. I think with Benrek, it's a case of they wanted to be careful because it was a head injury. I think he'll be okay. And if he's not, I'll be seeing that as a perfect opportunity to integrate Salisu into the side, because Jack Stevens didn't fill me with any confidence. And if we are missing Bertrand for next week or the next couple of weeks, then, you know, we brought Diallo on for Ward-Prowse to go left back. Maybe we do give Vokins a shot. I really don't know. We're quite thin in that area of the pitch. But all in all, it's a good result. We've scored 4 goals away from home. We have won. We're 3rd in the league. I know we've conceded 3, but I think we need to be positive. Saints look back to their best, and I'm just loving every minute of it right now. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, leave it a like. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the game. Follow us on all of our socials, and we'll see you next week ahead of the Newcastle game. Take it easy, guys.